I'm the lead singer of my band, I can tell the girls to take off their underpants. I'm the lead singer of my band, my salsa makes all pretty girls want to dance my salsa. Look out for my next single, it's called my salsa. My salsa, 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 my salsa makes all pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants. My salsa makes all pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants. My salsa.
Looks like somebody's been down here with the ugly stick. Let's go.
Can I get a phone that plays the Mexican head dance?
I insist on it.
I dance, I dance, I dance around the Mexican head. I dance, I dance, I dance, and that's the end of that. Or is it? I guess I'll keep singing. My cell phone appears to be ringing.
Hello?
To the ground from under my feet. Can't break me, I fight back harder. This is the sound. Put it down, let the ashes speak. To the ground from under my feet. Can't break me, I fight back harder. This is the sound.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's Donut. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the channel. In today's video, we'll go over how all the U.S. presidents have a blood connection to the royal crown. Does this mean the presidents are not elected, but selected? Let's break this down. The divine right to rule. According to Burke's Peerage, the definitive guide to aristocratic genealogy, all 45 U.S. presidents have carried European royal bloodlines into office, thereby all 45 being related to one another. Trump and Hillary Clinton are both related to John of Gaunt, a 14th century royal, son of King Edward III, and the first Duke of Lancaster, and Catherine Swynford, Duchess of Lancaster. They both share 18th great-grandparents. They are 19th cousins. This has been verified by MyHeritage and MyGenie. Barack Obama is a distant cousin of Dick Cheney. He is related to George Bush as well. Researchers at the New England Historic Genealogical Society, founded in 1845, said Obama can call 6 U.S. presidents his cousin. Both Bushes, Gerald Ford, Lyndon Johnson, Harry Truman, James Madison are all related to Obama by blood. Obama is even related to Winston Churchill. I know what you're thinking. Sure, everybody's related somehow if you go look into the bloodlines of the past, and we're all having sex with each other and eventually we'll all look the same. Is this just pedigree collapse, a coincidence, or is this the divine right to rule? The divine right of kings, or divine right theory of kingship, is a political and religious doctrine of royal and political legitimacy. These kings and queens tell you that they have the divine right to rule over you. and it's by God because they are called the lords. You have to bow down to them. And this is how history has been for the entire, going back to the pharaohs. I mean, all throughout history, people have been ruled by kings and queens. And the idea of America, 1776, of freedom, once the country was founded, there was a war to take that. This could not happen. Freedom could not happen. This was a big setback for the Illuminati. So the Illuminati had to hijack it. And I just find this so interesting that all the presidents are related to these elites, kings and queens, royal bloodlines, the Illuminati. 16 million men living today are direct male line descendants of Genghis Khan. 1 in 200 men are direct descendants of Genghis Khan. It can all be traced in the Y chromosomes. The Queen of England is a descendant of Prophet Muhammad. The Queen of England, Elizabeth II, is a direct descendant of Prophet Muhammad, tracing the monarch's genealogy back to the founder of Islam. You have a descendant of Muhammad as the current Queen of England. Bridget, a 12-year-old at the time, proved that 42 out of 43 U.S. presidents are descendants of King John of England. John's reign led to the sealing of the Magna Carta. 34 U.S. presidents are blood related to Charlemagne, the tyrannical 8th century king of the Franks. 19 of them directly descended from King Edward III of England. George Bush and Barbara Bush are ancestors of the Pierce bloodline, also known as Piercy, an aristocratic family of Britain. Bush is related to the King of Albania. He is related to 20 British dukes, the 13th cousin of Britain's Queen Mother and of her daughter Queen Elizabeth. He is the 13th cousin once removed from Prince Charles, who is related to Vlad the Impaler. George Bush has direct descent from King Henry III, Charles II, and Edward I of England. This proves that George Bush and Bill Clinton are related. In 2004, George Bush ran against John Kerry. Well, turns out they're related as well. It's his 16th cousin. And they're both members of the secret society Skull and Bones, which goes all the way back to the Pirates of the Caribbean. Bill Clinton and Bob Dole also ran against each other. And guess what? They're related too. They're related through England's King Henry III. George and Barbara Bush are both descendants of Godfrey de Bouillon. Is this just a coinkydink? Or is this a master chess game of the Illuminati, going back to ancient Egypt, to have the divine right to rule over you peasants? Anyway, what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Like and share this video, and join our Patreon account.
Hey gang, you there? Everybody's making a rookie move at me. Look at me. Look at me go. How is everyone?
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
What's up, dudes?
All right, so what's up, Jude? Lowry and Nico are doing the family thing right now, and they just sung happy birthday. So they're going to be in and out tonight. I think he notated that somewhere. And No Despair Bear is my there.
Nobody
He's my
cares
guest.
about Lowry. Nobody cares about Lowry.
I almost called you my guest correspondent, but like, I guess
No,
we're
we got one
kind
of
a
those. His name's
six-piece.
Tony Coriolis. Tony Coriolis is my on-the-scene field reporter.
He's the first person that's ever turned us down for an interview, ever. I'm so proud of him. But he was like, I don't have anything to offer. I was like, I don't either. Like, what's the difference between me and you? Okay, tonight we have Murderdome, Grounded Extracts, James, and Najla. Najla.
That's a lot of people.
You nailed it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it used to be just Grounded Extracts, and you guys are now Murderdome, or are you the whole thing? I just said.
No, the Grounded Extracts is the name of our company, and that's what our channel is called. But like we make extracts and things like that, and we have videos about making extracts and everything like that. But those are only on our website. And then our YouTube channel is just for comedy and making like internet parodies and things like that. So it's two different worlds, same
but
name.
I would say Grounded Extracts is basically the parent company
of Murderdome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we do
all
other
rights reserved.
Yeah, and Murderdome is like random parodies of all different types of internet personalities, and then we do other parodies, like we did the Leo King, which is a celebrity astrologer, and some other stuff like that. And Murderdome is just a mishmash of the entire internet, basically.
Hey, Wesafi, what's up?
What's up, Wes?
So good to see you.
And
Hey,
Mark.
that's Mombrero right there.
Yeah?
Mombrero.
I guess she changed her screen name. So did I just get disowned again, Mom?
That's not nice. That
I was,
children.
I was just telling Lowry and Nico, I've had so many like great nicknames and like sayings throughout the years. Like Wetback Mountain was a nickname for a while, but someone once compared dating me to like being at a fourth grader's birthday party every day of the year.
Oh my God.
I took it as a compliment. That's fun, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good
Or
point.
super immature and fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time.
So so Grounded Extracts is still going strong. You guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I told you the story about how I was about to take part, and our best friend that doesn't resemble a hobbit whatsoever talked me out of it.
Whoa. I don't know who that best friend is, but
I'll be very
I don't either.
sarcastic.
Who's your hobbit friend?
Our hobbit friend?
Yeah, who's Rico's hobbit friend? You don't have to say it.
Okay, it's the mellower version of Murderdome.
Oh wow, Austin talked him out of it.
Awesome Austin. I remember you told us Awesome Austin. I didn't know he was.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the chat. Mark Rizzo, what's up, man?
Hey, Marky Rizzo.
Yeah.
Hi.
Rizzo's in the chat.
What's up, Daryl Davis? Always good to see you. What is it?
Double D.
Dude, we might not be the biggest channel ever, but we have the best subs ever. Like everyone that I'm friends with is a sub.
Yeah.
You know,
We're the
everyone
fucking
from the
best.
festivals and stuff. Oh yeah.
Well, I want to ask you, what is it? Red Ondu Rocket? What is
Yeah.
it? What did he say?
He said, "Didn't this guy go nuts?"
Yes. So in what way?
Yeah. What do you mean?
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Yeah. Please.
Are you talking to me?
Oh no.
No, I'm talking about the chat. The chat said, "This guy didn't. This guy go nuts." The grounded
Me?
guy.
Well, we all went nuts.
That happened way
time or two,
before you
guys.
met
I
me,
mean,
dude.
Come on now. You know.
You want to offend me? Are you talking about me? That's cool.
No.
My mom just said thank you for the info.
No, he clarified. He said the grounded extracts guy didn't. He go nuts.
Okay, you know what? Let's clear this up. Are you still flat or not?
I honestly, dude, I've never ever taken a hard stance on anything like that. I don't care enough. I really don't. I appreciate all types of different people, astrology people, and weird spiritual people online that I completely disagree with in a lot of ways. But it's just it seems like more of a topic of contention and like a red team, blue team, political or religious type situation where. The majority of people who care so much to see where you stand on that.
I didn't mean is it a prerequisite to be your friend. I mean,
no, I know you didn't. No, I know you didn't. Yeah, like, you guys, everyone can believe what they want to believe.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now. But red ondo. Can you guys tell me how to say that name?
I'm a believer that once you actually see it, like when you truly see it, you can't unsee it. Like,
That's what she said, Rico.
Redondo Rocket.
In the worst of ways. Hi, Mom.
He replied and he said, "No, the comedy routine. Was that real?"
What do you mean real? I don't get it.
No, it was completely legit. The comedy, for sure.
I mean,
we had the screen in the background, that whole thing.
Is it real or not real? I don't know. I don't get it.
Where it looked like a talk show.
I don't know what I guess I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's all I know about. If anybody wants the link to unless you're going to be confrontational or rude, if you want the link to call in and ask questions, you can. Other than that, pretend no one's ever heard of grounded extract and give us the elevator pitch.
We're great people who make great medicine, and we love comedy.
It's holistic.
Yeah. For YouTube, it's definitely that. It's definitely the comedy aspect. And for the website, I was going to co-ops and stuff, and I was trying to find quality tinctures and stuff, and not to put anything else down, but a lot of the major companies that make these medicinal remedies and things like that, a lot of it's homeopathy, which I don't believe in and support. I don't believe that diluting things with water makes it more powerful. I just don't. I believe in the the Emoto experiments and flash freezing and the crystallized like the rice experiment. There's credence to all
My
that.
wife was just talking about this like last night, maybe.
Dude, it's so great, and to teach your children about those type of things, to show them the power of your words and power of your thoughts and how they affect yourself and other people. It's great. The rice experiment. So Dr. Emoto and all that stuff, I love. It's great, but I think the homeopathy world takes that a step too far when it's like, okay, so just keep adding water because water is so powerful and magical that it makes tinctures more powerful to just keep diluting it like 100 times. Some of them are diluted and things like that. 1 to 100 ratios, even 30 to 1. It's I don't know. I've used both, and I clearly get the benefits more from the actual tincture itself and in the right dosage or whatever it is, depending on what you're using. But going to stores and stuff, I just wanted something more powerful that lasted me longer, that I could actually get something out of. There are good tinctures and stuff at co-ops and great herbs, raw herbs and fresh herbs and things like that. But the pre-made tinctures and stuff, I just wanted I wanted to take a crack at it. And so I did, and we don't dilute anything. It's just really powerful things. Not medical advice. I don't want to go too much into.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful on that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of being careful, can I tell the audience what I was searching for through you guys? Is that okay to say on YouTube?
Is it Ibogaine?
I don't remember what it's called, but like what I was looking to do.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Whatever you want.
Okay. I haven't been a drug user since 2014, but I'm down to like a quarter every 2 weeks now, like maybe every week. I'm not sure, but I have to notice it start to leave before I remember to take it. So it's like pointless. Like I'm not doing anything but maintenance with it.
Yeah.
And I've got plenty put back for doomsday, but it would be nice to not only say I'm drug free, but I also have no shackles. You know what I mean? Like
liquid handcuffs. Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as where I was on methadone. Mom's in chat. She can remember that. That's
where the term comes from. The liquid handcuffs. Yeah.
I cold turkey. Yeah, right. I cold turkeyed off of 110 milligrams of methadone, and I don't think I slept for I think it was 22 days. Didn't walk outside for like 14 days. Like just the worst detox imaginable. Painful, no sleep, depression. And the depression cloud probably didn't lift for a couple months. Yeah, I remember like watching, what was it, like something like Pimp My Ride, and I started crying at the guy's reaction, and I'm like, oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous, Mom. So I go to watch some TV with my mom, and Dolly Parton's version of "I Will Always Love You" plays. And like, like
Yeah.
it made me like the world's most sensitive dude. It was the weirdest thing.
No, it's totally, dude. That's so normal too, because the numbing, the layer, you know, first several layers of all your cells and emotions, and then when that gets taken away, the numbness, it's all
So
like
raw.
it's so raw, man. And that's I completely understand that. Yeah, man. No, and so the main thing was for me, and I had a lot of family members like on long-acting opioids like that, like methadone, Suboxone, and the withdrawal process can take a year or more if you've been on it for a substantial amount of time, and that's physical and emotional and mental and everything like that. And it's impossible to work or be a solid, productive member of your family or society or a good friend when you're in a state of extreme withdrawal like that, right?
Right. So you have to like keep taking it.
Right.
Unless you have an alternative.
Yeah, and when you stop taking it, if you do stop, even if you wean down to like, you know, 0.2 milligrams every other day or once a week, whatever, there is still such a, depending on how long you took it, such a long period of withdrawal in all these different ways, physically and mentally. And it's just hard to be a reliable person to yourself or anyone else. So I was like, man, there's gotta be a way. Like there's gotta be a way. And my dad always told me about Ibogaine growing up. And he died before I was able to get my hands on it. And he died 12 years ago, or almost 13 now. And I was like, man, and you know, when important people die in your life, it kind of kickstarts a journey. So I was like, I gotta find it. You know, I gotta find what the key is. I can't be taking Suboxone, you know, the rest of my life and doing all this. And a lot of people get put on Suboxone, they're not even told what it is, and it's from an injury or something.
Right.
And so, you know, it's just an unfortunate scenario. And on the flip side, if you're a seething opiate addict, you know, with street drugs and whatever, it can help people kind of get away from that for a short period of time. But
and it lowers the crime rate too. So politically, that's why they get put into cities, because like people are spending like $80 a week instead of, you know, a few $100s a day.
Yeah. And
my mother just said she wants more info on this. Do you have a link I can post?
Just groundedextracts.com is where we do our work. We have short consultations and things like that. But yeah, it's just groundedextracts.com. And we have stuff there, and we just try to share what worked for us. That's how the whole business was created about 6 years ago. And it's centered around like Ibogaine. And then when I had my Ibogaine experience, and it fast forwarded a year worth of withdrawals and condensed it into several days, I was blown away, and I was like, wow, like nature can do this. Like, how can nature do this? And that's not even accounting for all the incredible psychedelic type experiences it brings on, like time travel. And there's whole books written on it. It's not just my experience. Like many people have these otherworldly experiences, almost like DMT, where you just automatically end up in another place. But DMT is so quick. Ibogaine feels like it lasts years when you're in it. And there's pros and cons to that, but it's a very instructional experience. It's not just, wow, I'm feeling something different.
It actually feels more real than this reality.
Well, it like for me and many.
Are you talking about DMT now?
Well, I was comparing Ibogaine to DMT in terms of how all of a sudden you can end up in another place. It's that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Of a hallucinogenic. I wouldn't even call it that, but it's almost like reading a book, opening a book, and being fully immersed in the book. And you take it, and all of a sudden you are now in another place, completely sober-minded, completely sober feeling, experiencing a new reality with new characters, and it's all very story-driven. Everyone that experiences this will have details about how all of a sudden I ended up in this place, met up with these people, and we started looking for this or talking about this, discussing this, and it's all very upfront, confrontational in a very loving way. But either way, it's like you get immersed in a movie, you know, while you're sitting in a room. And it's like when I did it, Najla told me like my eyes were open sometimes and sometimes closed, and they were just darting all over the room, you know, like when someone is dreaming, and it is kind of like that, but it's the most vivid lucid dream you would ever experience. So some really just interesting stuff that most drug users have never even experienced, including myself, until I did. And you know, and I made the mistake, was like, well, I got to tell everyone about it. And you know, so that's how we made grounded extracts. I couldn't believe, I was like, and therefore, if this piece of nature has this level of experience and power, there's got to be other, like it then lended credence to the rest of the natural world for me. And then I started finding all these other things and making elderberry syrup and things for my family, you know, and, you know, saving money on it, but also it's fun to learn how to use things that grow out of the ground that have a healthy reaction to your body in a symbiotic relationship. It's cool to discover that, you know.
Not that I don't like, not that I even slightly doubt that it works, but the average listener that's never been down the opiate, the heroin rabbit hole, the reason why a detox hurts so bad is your brain receptors that are responsible for blocking pain. And I'm talking tiny pains you didn't even know you had, both physical and mental. Whenever you detox, when you cold turkey, suddenly it's bare. So you can feel everything. I mean, your skin hurts from head to toe. You can't sleep, you can't eat, like all your natural functions go away totally. So that's why in the movies you see people there on the bed, like in
shaking
fetal position.
Yeah, and on top of that, an extreme depression mentally on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
And all memories flooding back about childhood and all these things that will make you cry your eyes out. And because you've built a dam to your emotions. You know, water is emotions, right? So you've built a dam over years and years and years, and then eventually you just close it off completely. And then when you break through that, it all comes rushing out, and it's really overwhelming and hard to deal with. And if you're on something like Suboxone or Methadone, where, especially Suboxone, where the withdrawal can be a year or more, to experience something like that, even on a slight level every day for a year, like, is very taxing on people. We tried to help someone. He didn't make it to the Ibogaine route, and as he was trying to withdraw, like, he killed himself. So.
I can see that, man.
Yeah,
I can see that, because I mean, you're right. That's the saddest I think I've ever been for that long straight. You know, and I've got a little, you know, some neurological issues here and there anyway.
Well, you're human.
Just for that dam to open up like that was insane. And the deal too with that, detoxing off of that, and I don't know if you've heard about me getting sick and them doing the trivia for me too, but I'm also a hypochondriac. And only recently, in like the past decade, figured it out. So it's harder to navigate than you would think. But I can talk myself out of pain. I can clearly remember being super dope sick, but finding out that I was going to score and realizing on the drive there that I was in a good mood and cutting up and hadn't even gotten it yet.
Yeah.
You know, so the psychosomatic part's a whole nother trip.
It's powerful, man. And I genuinely didn't know who I was and the things I believed about myself before I did it, before I did the Ibogaine session. Like, I had so many things, you know, akin to like OCD, not OCD, but like things that you could relate to that. That just completely disappeared after years and after my whole life, and like accepting who I am and the things that are true about myself and not true, and like the stories we tell us. You get to flip through that at light speed with Ibogaine. It's a really different experience than anything else. At the same time, it's very controversial. It's illegal, and you know, so I used to work one-on-one with people. Yeah. I used to work one-on-one with people, and you know, there's a million reasons for it. It could cut into the pharmaceutical industry, you could say.
That's what the first thing that came to my mind was the money lost.
Yeah, and it like the CIA documents on it. If you look up, most are redacted, but what they do leave is it alters men's behavior. That's all they would unredact or not redact. So and the way it alters it, if you look it up and listen to people's experiences, it prioritizes each person, what it usually does for people is prioritizes what they need to do in life at that moment and going forward. And a lot of that's how it's able to break habits. It's the best thing that boosts willpower that I've ever experienced. If you know Dr. Sebi, very famous herbalist that died in police custody in his 80s. You know, I learned a lot of stuff from watching his stuff and hearing his talks, but he said Ibogaine was the strongest, most powerful medicine in the world. And he didn't sell it or work with it, but what he said about it, you know, it can cure any addiction is what he was saying. And you have to couple it with your own willpower of, is that what you really want? And I got a million different stories and examples of it. We worked with hundreds of people in Ibogaine sessions from 2022 to 2024. And a lot of them were very successful. And a good chunk of them weren't. And I could always tell, for the most part, who it was not going to work for. And it was typically the people that needed to pass the drug test next week. You know, it wasn't people at rock bottom that were desperate to change their life. And that is what a necessary ingredient is in order for it to work. It's hard to explain unless you do it, but it's like plugging into the matrix and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, do you want to play a game? You know, and it's a challenging game, but you get to flip through your life. You get to do a life review for most people that do it, if you take it in the right dose. Visually, audio, you know, with audio, full immersive experiences, and it shows you things about your life and reminds you about repressed memories and everything for the people it works for, and gives you the willpower to realize and the wherewithal while it's scrubbing your receptors and therefore speeding up the recovery process physically. Like the withdrawal process, again, like for me, it was reduced. It would have been, I was on Suboxone for years at this point. And before that, very powerful street opioids for years. It was like over a decade, right? So over a decade of numbness, it should have taken me well over a year to withdraw from the Suboxone, even though I weaned down. But because I did that, it shortened it down to 10 days. And now also the thing is though, and I took it for 10 days.
You say a year for subs?
Yeah, a year. It's a year.
That's way worse than methadone.
Oh yeah, methadone is not as bad as Suboxone at all. Suboxone is like,
in our opinion.
In my opinion.
Well, that's unfair because methadone was way better. Like I was happier on that. Plus, you didn't have to chase it all day. Like you could live your life.
Well, Suboxone's like a light switch. It's the agonist / antagonist. It's both. It's opiate and anti-opiate, and it's constantly going back and forth a million miles an hour in your mind. So it's like confusing, and it destroys your capacity to feel and to communicate properly for most people.
How do you feel about lightly dosing edibles for anxiety?
Oh, it depends on the person. It really.
Someone in the community is about to mail me some, and it's been so many years that I'm nervous that it's going to be more like I got family like just beyond that curtain. I'm worried it's going to go like bad, but the guy's super nice and he told me he picked the right thing for me. I'm not going to say his name, but it starts with an R and ends with an A Ray. I just gave it away. It's someone in chat laugh at that.
You didn't give it away to me, bro. I don't have no idea who the fuck.
Starts with an R and ends with an AYRAY. Never mind.
Oh, Boston, from Boston?
Yeah. It starts with an R and ends with an A Ray.
Be careful, bro.
I'm retarded.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be good. It's it's really different for everyone, man. It's just different for everyone. If it, and then if you're dealing with Delta 8 or anything like that, I don't
know what that is.
It's like an offshoot synthesized crude extract used to achieve it, and it's different.
Is that like dabs? Is that something like that? Or?
No, dabs. Is just another version of
THC.
But it's different. Like it's Delta 9 is typically what it is for standard like THC extraction. So they're using Delta 8, which is like you have to do a different extraction method in order to just obtain that part of it. And then the edibles though would be converted into hydroxy 11, dehydroxy 11, I think. It's been a long time since I talked about this, but and that process is through your liver, so it's a whole different experience. So that it'll be different than smoking for you for sure. But like I said, everyone's different. And if you're on Suboxone or anything like that, for me it was really helpful too, because Suboxone, buprenorphine in general, makes you very acidic. And the cannabis is alkaline, so that's gonna balance out your shit. Like, so I always had so much mucus and stuff on Suboxone all the time, like spitting up and constantly, and it's different for everyone.
Well, I've been on such a low dose for so long. I
That's
can't tell you how many times in the past couple of years, past few years maybe, but at least the past couple of years, I'll ask my wife Amory, like, "Hey, I'm feeling kind of funky. I got this, and this," and she's like, "When's the last time you dissolved?" I'm like, "Oh God, that's it, isn't it?" You know?
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm really down that low because there's no kind of high benefit. There's no reason
Right.
for me to think of it. You know what I mean?
Back up to normal.
Yeah.
I can't believe you go a week between doses. That's incredible. That's why I think, like, you know, someone like you might be a wonderful Ibogaine candidate, because he's able to go that long. Like he's not stuck on it.
Absolutely.
In that way. Just a physical necessity at this point.
Were you guys just talking about Zoloft?
No.
Oh, I don't know why I heard Zoloft.
I was at Flattoberfest something like 11 days or so. The other guys in here can tell me if I'm right about that. But so around 11 or 12 days, I was at Flattoberfest because I totaled my car. The hurricane related stuff. And I forgot to bring any there and never noticed. You know?
Yeah. And you were having
I was on a drinking binge during that whole era too. So that might have helped.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah.
Help numb it more, push it to the side for sure.
Yeah. I ruined that one too, man. I turned that into a train wreck too. So I can't even have that anymore. I mean, I do sometimes, but like no good, because I forgot my tolerance. Last time I did it was just exciting. Fourth grader's birthday party, right?
Right. Yep. Yeah, man. So but Ibogaine is a very serious thing that is a very most described as a spiritual experience, and it's at the end of the day, the bottom line is it's probably the most powerful detoxer known to man, like in terms of how it expedites flushing things out your body. And that's what's so important for things like long-acting opioids or anything like that you're trying to get away from. But sugar, nicotine, alcohol, we've helped so many people. You can look at our reviews page on groundedextracts.com. We help people break out. We facilitated.
You gotta help yourself.
Yeah, people gotta be serious about it. And the people that we did work with, I mean, some of them broke 20-year alcohol and nicotine habits in one session.
Wow.
And it's been 5 years and they've never gone back, or 4 years at this point.
Cigarettes has been so long, I don't even consider quitting anymore. I can't remember the last. I quit quitting successfully.
Dude, that's awesome. When I did my session, I was just trying to nix the Suboxone. I had no idea. It got my nicotine. It got, the doctors had me on Adderall, Klonopin, blood pressure medication, gabapentin, somas, all this stuff, because my body was falling apart from the Suboxone. I couldn't focus, couldn't concentrate. I felt like shit all the time. She had to work on my back and my neck all the time because of how much acidic, I was building up such bad. Yeah, I could barely move. I was so stiff. In the morning, I would wake up and my hands wouldn't move for 3 hours. And they would slowly start to be able to move. I couldn't put my pants on by myself in my late 20s, dude. It was so bad for me. And
wow.
I did the Ibogaine. I literally just immediately was like, I'm not taking any of this anymore. And I went back to the doctor to be like, dude, you're not going to believe this. All he was hearing was, you're not going to get the insurance kickback anymore from this patient. So I told him about Ibogaine and everything, and he was really disappointed about it, you know, and
I've got a really good doctor now, because, I've got liver issues.
Okay.
There's a short of it. My mother's in chat. I don't like scaring her, but it's causing a lot of other crazy side effects. And this new doctor, he's this big Jamaican guy, and he's so down to earth, he won't wear a lab coat. And he didn't hear that from the truth community about how, if they have a lab coat, they're more important and smarter than you, like the whole intimidation side of a lab coat, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't even hear that from our side of the world and already didn't believe in them because of the same thing. And he wants me off of that little bit of Suboxone, which I said is, like I said, is minuscule. Like it's not even,
What are you
it probably
at?
wouldn't hurt that bad, but I got too much of a life with the kids and stuff. Like,
Oh, dude.
but,
yeah.
and he wants nicotine, and, you know, when your liver's failing, it's a big deal, you know?
Oh my God, massive. So you're at the turning point, man. I was on 0.5 milligrams like every 2 to 3 days, every other day, then every 2 to 3 days. That was as long as I could go. So and the thing is, like, I literally just didn't want it, like you said, be shackled to something. And what if I couldn't get it, or I lose my insurance, or you know, and I'm about to, you know, Najla and I had just gotten married, and we're, you know, planning on having children. She got pregnant, and I was like, okay, now's the time, like, you know. And then once I did the Ibogaine session, I can't believe how unaware of so many other things that it was affecting me on, even at a low dose, even at 0.5, you know, every other day or every 3 days or whatever. I couldn't believe how fucked up my faculties were and how depressed and numbed so many different aspects of myself was until I came out of it with the Ibogaine. And you know, it's just, man, it's like getting to know your true self. And so that's why I used to talk about it a lot and encourage it and push it. And now it's such a case by case thing that,
Sure.
you know, it is.
So in NDB, like, have you been down any of these roads, or can you talk about it?
There's been some roads I've traveled, yes, sir.
What?
I said there's been some roads I have traveled, yes, sir.
No, these roads, like, have you been
Yes.
down the hardcore, you know?
Oh, no. But I've been
For
down
some
some
reason, I
roads.
didn't think so at all. And thank you for
Yeah.
coming on. And I didn't want to be alone, but like, just now hit me that this probably was the worst one to have you guest on, because you hadn't chimed in once.
I'm just listening.
Talking a lot. I've been talking a lot too. I've been kind of steamrolling everyone, I feel like.
Yeah, no, you're acting like you're the special guest.
He's acting like Whitsitt or something, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
I got really random there when I thought I heard you guys talk about Zoloft, and it just made me think about Steve-O, because I was going to be very impressed with you, Rika, because I thought you were saying that you can go days without taking Zoloft, because Steve-O's talking about how he always wants to kill himself, like when he doesn't.
Dude goes a week without taking Suboxone, though. That's insane.
That's really, really unique.
Yeah, that's incredible willpower. That's why I said he'd be a great candidate.
Yeah, that is unique.
Well, like I said, I went 11 or 12 days one time last year.
Insane.
Like, no, it happens all the time. Like I said, there's no need for it.
Yeah.
Until I start getting, like, I realize that I can't get comfortable temperature wise, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping that well, being a little sadder bastard, sadder of a bastard, sad bastard, or sad basti. I got nothing.
Oh, no, totally.
Sad basti.
No, it's impressive, though. That is impressive and rare. It is. To go that long doses.
Put it this way, a dude that stayed the night with me in Whitsitt, speaking of Whitsitt, after a meetup here in Middle Tennessee, ripped us off from like a big old bottle of them.
Damn.
3 a day.
Yep.
Like the street value of that's like $60 a day, and it was a big old bottle.
Yeah.
And then didn't even make a dent in what I have in my safety deposit box. That's definitely not at home and right beside me.
Word. Yeah. Yeah. Grounded extracts, milk thistle extract. Yeah. We have milk thistle on our website, groundedextracts.com. So Ibogaine flushes out the bad stuff and the good stuff from you. So what I really tried to do with grounded extracts, so if you go to an Ibogaine retreat, it's going to cost you anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 to do one session. After my experience, I was very blessed to meet someone on Blue Light. I don't know if you guys remember that. A great, especially for drugs, a forum site, Blue Light, like 20 years ago. And I met someone towards the tail end of that website and the notoriety of it. I met someone who was directly connected with the tribes, the Bwiti tribes in Africa. Didn't believe it right off the bat, immediately dismissed it, didn't believe it. but I just wanted to see what she knew. So I kept going back and forth with her, and she finally sent me something, and I got this intuition, like this is legit. This person is legit. And I was able to work with her, and she was way different than any of the clinics I spoke with or the retreats I spoke with. She was constantly, talking about replenishing, doing nutrient floods during the sessions and especially after the sessions. And then not only that, but like microdosing ibogaine like once a month after that, after the main session, to keep you in that frame of mind of willpower, right? Yeah. And really prioritizing, allowing you to have access to what you really want and what you really need, and merging those two so you can actually make the jump into a healthier life. And so I'm so grateful that I got to meet someone who trained me on all of this in a way, because then once I did it, I realized how, so if you do opiates or drugs or smoking or sugar or nicotine or sex in an unhealthy way for 10 years, afterwards, ibogaine session is great. It feels like a couple of years experience, but it's still, your body is still programmed to this reality. And the 10 years, you just saturated yourself in a marinade, right? So it's still going to taste like that shit. So after the session, about a month later, your body will start to be like, why am I not numb right now? Like when you have a bad day or you get a cool breeze, you'll be like, wait, what the fuck? And you'll think you're back in withdrawal. And it's just your body literally forgetting that you are now in a new space. And as soon as you think about it, it goes away. And that in itself. But if you're going through a stressful time in life or anything like that, those moments can keep coming up. So the once a month microdoses last for weeks, mind you, one microdose. And they just keep you in that mindset, and you're retraining your brain and paving over those old neural pathways and creating new ones. And if you do that enough, like if you do the microdoses 12 times in a year, spaced out,
you have it totally carved out in your mind.
Yeah. It's
new
like
pathways that you get used to going down.
Yeah. And all of the weeds and growth will start growing over those old pathways that you stomp down every day, and you'll literally forget about them in terms of the details. So
what's up, buddy?
It's about.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, what's up, man?
I'm here with Nathan Thompson. We're on location.
Oh my God! Hey, you remember
up,
you're
family?
the guest next. Nathan's the guest next week. I know he doesn't remember, but
Well, that's what he was telling me. I'm like, well, we got to say hello right now.
Are you
Well,
serious?
are you in his
Sorry to
van?
interrupt. How is
Are
everybody?
you in his? Good. Can you hear me? All right.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Are you in Nathan's van or something?
Yeah. I'm with
It's not a
Theo,
van, Crawford.
the RV.
Me and Nathan had some good nights in there. I'm just kidding.
That's awesome. Well, we just wanted to say hello. I know you guys were on. I didn't mean to
Nice.
interrupt. I just thought we would say hello.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe you're next Sunday, Nathan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's this like I can look around the corner.
That's the plan.
What's
So
your
who do you have
location?
on tonight? Who is everybody?
Yeah, what's going on?
This is James and Nashla.
You got it.
Cool. From
And what were you guys
Grounded
talking about?
Extracts.
Drugs.
Homeopathic medicine and what do you call it?
Homeopathy is a farce. We were talking about ibogaine mainly. Yeah.
Talking about what? Homeopathic.
How about holistic?
Iboga, yeah, there you go. Holistic. We were talking about iboga, natural remedies and things in nature that have profound effects when used properly. Mainly ibogaine is what we were talking about, but drugs in general. That's all.
Yeah, that's what Grounded Extracts does for a living.
Yeah, we do drugs for a living.
Man, Nathan, you get around, dude. I never know where you are.
Somebody's got to do it.
We got NDB. I see. How's
Someone's gotta
NDB?
do it.
What's up,
good.
buddy? How y'all doing?
And
We'll get you at a
Lowry and
full
Nico are
house
here,
tonight,
but
big
they're at a family event. But I'm sure they're going to be bummed to have missed you.
Well, no, they told me to come say hello, so wanted to chime in.
Yeah,
There
thanks
you
for
go.
having us, Rico. I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime. Well, I can't wait to have you next weekend. We need to chat at least once before then, so we can figure out what we want to talk about current events.
Yeah.
I don't want to repeat myself and talk about the final experiment all for 2 hours.
What's
Kind
that?
of burned out on it.
I'm with you. Well, Nathan's out on the West Coast, taking care of business out here. He just finished a tour across the states.
Yeah, dude. We went Florida to Washington, hosting meetups and doing observations, like debunked the globe religion in Lake Tahoe, Helen, Georgia. We saw Atlanta from 80 miles away with the infrared. So not only the meetups and the interviews, guys, we're interviewing like every flat earther I can find. How'd you hear about flat Earth, and what do you think the best proof is? Because everyone's got like a really unique story about how they heard about flat Earth, but also like, what do you think is the best evidence we don't live on a globe? And I just love hearing the testimonies. So if you guys want to hear more testimonies, follow me, Enoch of TikTok. Thanks for having me on, Rico. Appreciate it.
Submarine laser guidance is my favorite. Underwater submarine lasers. That's my favorite proof.
Oh yeah, nice. Like, see too far. That's a big one.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, thanks for calling in, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That,
All right. Well,
that just made the show. All right, guys. See you next Sunday.
all right,
I'm
well,
just
see you
kidding.
guys later. Have a great night.
All right. Thank you, guys. Much love, guys.
Bye.
And they're gone.
And we're back. What is Lowry and them doing? Oh, they're in Michigan, right? They're not at home. They're in Michigan.
Who?
Lowry and Nico.
I thought they were in.
No, they're in Michigan with their dads and their family up there. Yeah.
Hang on a second. You know what? James and Nashla probably think we're being so rude if they knew how random our show is.
Hell.
Why doesn't Michigan sound right to me?
They don't live there though. I mean, they live on the most east point of America. Yeah. They live on the most east point of America.
Yeah, I mailed Nico a birthday gift. Hey, James and Nashla, sorry about that.
No, it's all good, man. Sorry. As soon as he came in, our children were banging on the door, so we had to go help them with some stuff.
Perfect timing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys came back. They left. It was Nathan and DJ. They left, and I clicked back on, and the couch was empty, and I was like, just like that, they were gone.
Sorry. Yeah, we're like, let's get the fuck out of here.
So, guys, I'm gonna play our midway commercial break. If anybody wants to smoke a cigarette.
I recently quit them. I've been quit about 15 days now, maybe almost 2 weeks. Yeah.
Or you can smoke a pole too.
Congrats.
Come on, Rico.
People's like, why does everyone think I'm gay, dude?
I know. Yeah.
I'm supposed to. Nope. I'm supposed to drop it.
No coincidences. No.
Nope. I'm officially dropping it. Hey, if DJ doesn't believe it, I don't stand a chance.
Congrats on 15.
DJ's our new rock star. I can tell you haven't been in the scene a lot.
I was smoking every day.
So he's so good. He's so passionate and well versed, and his testimony, man. Like, the first time I heard his testimony was in person at the impromptu Flattoberfest at the Hurricane.
Yeah,
and he left after left the stage after giving it, and I go to chase him down to see if he's okay, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm okay. That was just intense." And I completely remember doing that as a drummer. Like, no, I just need to exhale for a minute. Like, I just I just gave that everything, and now it's like the come downs kind of. Don't talk to me. I'll autograph your man parts only. Nope, that's the other way I'm supposed to do it now. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work this out. I'm so confused. All right. All right. I'll see you guys in a second.
All right, man.
Is he going to do it wrong?
A few more days and we'll be getting some more sunshine.
The Flat Earth Sun, Moon and Zodiac Clock app. Frequently asked questions. More resources. books divided into your favorite categories. Shopping for that perfect flat earth item. Homeschool section. Featured content creators. Biblical cosmology. Old world research. Video search feature. Games. The Meetup Maker will help you find your local tribe. Matchmaker, to help you find that special someone. Search your selected radius and say hello. Image search for those key images at your fingertips. Enjoy our chat section. Selected new background in our settings area. Time lapse, zodiac, and time zones. The Friend Finder helps you see where all the cool people are hanging. Use your referral code and earn points and Dome cryptocurrency. Beat the Google censorship and get your Flat Earth Clock app today at flatearthdave.com.
Hey guys, Lowry here. My new record, Night Movies at Beach 97, is out now on Mother West. It can be found on all streaming platforms. However, stick around to the end of this video, as there is a better deal that allows you to get the recordings, all of them, 20 years of music, on your device or the machine in high fidelity, and circumvent the middleman. So stick around real quick and I'll tell you that. So if we pop on the hyperlink that is coming up here now, you will, there's also a link in the
What am I
description. You
hearing?
can go to the label website and you can pick a song you want to download by itself, or you can buy an album there. They're all there. There's 60 tunes, but if you click on that buy digital album link there, that's the box set, a digital box set, my entire collection of 20 years. You can put whatever number you want in there.
What is
It says
happening?
$50, but whatever you deem desirable, you can have all of my music in high fidelity on your machine. So thank you.
Erg. Oh, there we go. Anyone back yet? Caw, caw. Hey. Can I get a 5x5?
He said, anybody back yet?
Well, dude, I opened up. I've never done that before. And of course, the first time I go to do multiple, multiple social media, I doubled my screens, couldn't find where I had them saved. And was the volume wonky on his commercial? I could barely hear him talk.
It sounded okay on my end, but I kind of turned it down a little bit because I had it too loud for commercials, but it was good now, you know. So I had to adjust it during like different videos. So like different videos that people play on YouTube, they just sound either low or loud, and you can't really. How do you know if you got the right volume or not? You know.
And Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube all have different ways that they play. And I had TikTok figured out. First time I ever played a TikTok video was tonight, and it was looping, and then I could hit the space bar and pause it at the beginning. Well, when I went live, it decided what it was going to do is whenever it got to the end is play the next video suggested instead of do that for some reason. So I thought it'd be just better to end and, figure that one out in my own special private time. I think I know what I did wrong though. Oh, you guys settling it?
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what? I've heard two different people that said they had a problem with you, Shadow Band, and you've always been cool to me, brother. By the way, how good is that new Turnstile record? It's my favorite lyric of the year is finally I can see it. This bird's not meant to fly alone.
Yeah.
That riff. Oh my god, it's so good.
Who sings that?
Turnstile?
Turnstile.
Yeah, and it's during the breakdown too, and one of those good, almost like Rage Against the Machine, like pogos.
Yeah.
And my favorite lyric off the new record is "Finally, I can see it. This bird's not meant to fly alone." And like you got like 10,000 people just yelling it at the same time. It's awesome.
What is this?
Yeah, I highly suggest Turnstile.
Are turnstiles still a thing? Or is that still a thing everywhere? Or is that kind of going away? Like with
I'm
the
sure
last
it's in
century?
subway systems.
Is it? I don't take subways, so I don't
Sure.
know.
So you know how I said I'll never self-censor, I'll never not play something, I'll never not play a commercial for a guest, it's a slippery slope. I actually did change t-shirts before this episode. And it was just a Thrasher magazine, just a skateboard magazine shirt, but it says Thrasher and has like a pentagram with a goat's head in it. And I'm like, yeah, that might be a little on the nose. Or would actually super far off the nose. I'm busted.
Yeah, you just exposed it.
Yeah, Illuminati confirmed.
Yep.
Just to call back to that, I like that you put up, was it Dr. Bass? What is it?
Dr. Bass Ackwards.
Oh, I haven't
Dr.
heard that
Bass,
name in
reverse
years.
psychologist.
I haven't heard that name in years.
I love that you put up his.
Yeah, he's been around a while.
Yeah.
I see him every day.
Yeah. Well, I don't hang out in the chats anymore or anywhere, and my life has just changed so much. But I understand the people that do. But yeah, the nicotine comment.
I really like that because
it can. It can be very good or very bad depending on the context.
Yeah, the source.
Yeah.
Because I do think like the cigarettes just added all. We all know about the chemicals and stuff like that. But like if you're getting it straight like from the tobacco like leaf, I think that is like really good for you. And like think about how like strong like the
Native American culture
was. Like,
that's what we were doing.
Such a ritual for them. So
yeah.
I love that you wrote that, Dr. Bass.
Yeah, we were buying massive like cured leaves, just straight from a reservation. And we would smoke it out of a pipe when we did use it. And it's such a different thing than like smoking cigarettes and stuff like that. No judgment, no matter what you're doing.
Man, I hate that you were like in the middle of a good rant too, but like, I didn't know if DJ and Nathan were going to be able to talk for a second.
Oh, it's all good, bro. No. I ramble. I can go on.
Right on.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, I love both of those dudes. You know what? One thing, a lot of my haters aren't haters. They're just like, Rico, you're too passive and you're friends with the wrong people.
Well,
like, and I refuse to like.
How dare you?
Once I'm your friend, you have to personally do something to me.
See,
if you say something about my friend, then I'm going to tell you the truth about my friend,
Yeah.
And Nathan's been on that list of why are you still friends with that guy? I'm like, why not?
This is the reason why I like you. Like when I show up to place, I don't start like quizzing people on what they do or don't believe in, and then I make my final judgment of, oh, then you're XYZ, and this is how I think about you. I'm going to categorize you, and now you're here, and fuck you or praise you. I like you because, like, it's again, the biggest lesson for me has been everything is case by case basis, no matter what it is. And you know, I get a lot from interacting with people when they talk about other people or they talk about me and or Najla or anyone to do with me or not to do with me, and their focus is, but they have or don't have this opinion, therefore I have this strong opinion about them because of this one thing, you know. And then they, you know, you can extrapolate from that, you know, all you want, and then it just becomes a whole narrative about someone. You know, I'm really into the case by case basis. Who is a person? What are they about? You know, we all have different likes and dislikes and interests and non-interests, you know, but like, are you a good person? You know what I mean? Like I don't go on many people's shows. We've gotten asked a few times to go on different things, and we say yes sometimes, but usually not. Like, but you've always, I like kind people. Like, I like people that to me are
Thank
like,
you,
oh,
man.
that's a good dude. You know?
Thank
like,
you.
So.
Well, just like there's a gray with everything, and someone's going to say 50 Shades of Gray, but there's a gray with everything. I could tell you that I'm super nice and super passive until I'm not.
Right.
Like, if you mess with my friends or family, I'm going to throw down and be unnecessarily harsh about it.
Exactly.
But it takes a lot to get to that point. Like it you know what I mean? Especially, I you know, in front of my son or something like that, you know, I would only want him to see a righteous fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would
like a reason for this. It's not just petty. Like, this has gone too far.
Like a solid reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like injustice needs to be upheld type thing. But you know what I mean? But these first, yeah.
Well, even then, if my son was around, I would finally stop without someone pulling me off of them.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I don't mean to sound like a badass. I've definitely lost more fist fights than I've won, so I'm not trying to front at all. Now, if those would have happened sober, I might have had a better shot.
Right. Of course. You know, of course.
How times have changed. But yeah, I've heard a few bad things about me, but I put everything out there. So, like, you can't say anything. I bet you in the 80-something episodes of this, I bet I've said everything bad there is to know about me. Like, because it's one of those things I've accepted or fixed or I'm working on and already know, you know?
And that's beautiful and rare. Like, it's very beautiful and rare to have someone who's willing to be honest about what they think. Yeah, someone that's willing to be transparent and no matter what the result is, they're gonna be real about it. Like, you know, and that takes a lot of strength and a lot of confidence to do it, to break out of a group mentality and be yourself and be honest about yourself and who you are and where you've been and what you've done and where you want to go, because there's going to be naysayers about the past, present, and the future. So if you can hold your ground on that, you know, like, kudos to you. You're a rarity. Because
well, thank you. I'm still working on being self-centered. Like, a lot of times I can be there for everyone at all the times, but if something's going on with me, I have a hard time genuinely being there. You know, I'm in my own head. So there's still a lot of things, like the fact that I'm about to be 50 and I'm still
the fuck out of here. Really?
Yeah, I'm 48. I'll be 50 in April, or 49 in April. I forgot how to count too. I'll be 49
with all
in
the
April.
drugs we talk about, like this type of life experience and stuff, you're blowing my mind, dude. Like, no shit. I thought you were like 38. I told Najla the other day. She's like, "How old is he?" I was like, "I don't know. I think he's a couple years older than me because he was in bands at this time, you know." And that's fucking mind blowing.
That's like, funny that you said 38. I just told Mark Sargent and DJ on Strange World Tuesday when I called in. I was like, people always guess me about 10 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
And but then I made the joke, I'm 28, as to allude to me being 18.
Yeah.
But the fact that I did 10 years and you said that the same week, that's pretty awesome.
It's fucking real, dude. It's because it's real. Like, I'm genuinely surprised. I'm genuinely surprised. You know, I'm always, you know, we make the Murderdomes and Leo King parodies and the internet parodies, and we did Steve-O and Candace Owen parodies and stuff like that. Because, like, we like to put on a persona to have fun and make a point about something. But in our real lives, in our Sunday live streams, we are ourselves, and it just is like, it is true that both of us, I just don't have a good time interacting with people who constantly have a persona or mask on, unless it's like in entertainment. You know what I mean? Alone. So, and maybe we're just not good at it. About
that's a high possibility. Well, I've been all over the place for years, and I'm not trying to whine about this, but I had a few stepdads growing up. So that made my moral compass kind of shift so much. And, a separate group of friends every time I had to move to a new town. And, like that caused me to my emotional maturity was late in blooming. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. And they say that about
on top of it,
substance abuse too.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I realized that I was at the methadone clinic, and a couple was going off about someone getting in front of them in line. And I'm like, you stop growing emotionally whenever you become an addict.
Yeah. Because
you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
You're numb and your focus is on one thing. I need to achieve this feeling and maintain it. And that's it. So, it just keeps you in a loop, in a cycle. I used to think it was completely physical, like it literally halted your growth. But I think it just it makes your priorities very different and very singular. And therefore you just don't have time to grow mentally and emotionally.
Rico, you were supposed to tell me about your favorite stepdad. I think he was like a Bob guy. Oh.
No.
Oops. It was a joke.
Okay. All right.
No, it was a joke.
All right. No problem. Yeah. So like what you mean is like different stepdads, they all have different moral compasses, I'm sure, right? They all have different directions in life. And
I might have not give you enough context there, but that's definitely a backstage kind of conversation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
But you know what? I can give you the short of it without going into all that. Very short of it, but like basically one of the roughest ones had the best moral compass.
Interesting.
Like, he's not going to hurt anyone that isn't in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But you brought it up on our live stream, which is very public, so that's
we're not on our live stream.
That's the only reason why.
No, I know, but hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it now, but I just want everybody to know that, like.
No, I'm super open about it. I've talked about it online before.
Yeah, it's just a time and a place. That's all. It's not the time or the place. It's okay.
Well, I just had my first moment of what it looks like whenever I'm like, oh my God.
Deer in the headlights, like, uh-oh. Yeah.
I mean, no, I've said a lot of stuff. I was talking to Weiss, and I was like, you think I overshare? He's like, you overshare like a mother effer. I'm like,
it's endearing.
Right.
Some people, though, the way they do it is not the way you do it. I am okay with the way you do it, but that's just
right on.
Yeah.
Well, it can turn into the war stories too, where like,
oh yeah,
like where, I was more hardcore than you, or I've been through more than you, or and even sometimes they're right. Like I'll be telling my war stories, and someone's actually been to war, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Some dude comes along with only one arm, and he's like,
yeah,
talking about war stories, huh? We're like, oh, different war stories.
Sorry about it up. Can I buy you a taco? What time is your you going every Sunday? Do you have a set time like us?
Yeah, no, we don't have a set time. We both work and we do grounded extracts, and we keep up with the channel that we do every Sunday is guaranteed. What time is all over the place. It's anywhere from morning to afternoon for the most part. It might be night in the future, we don't know, but it's Sundays in general. And we do grounded extracts, and we got 3 children, and 2 of them are autistic, and it adds an entire other layer to
sure. Oh yeah,
children.
My son is.
Oh right.
I am actually. I've just kind of outgrown the parts where you can tell physically.
Yeah.
I have tics.
Oh, dude. We're looking in the mirror, bro. And when you have children like that, you kind of start seeing your own where you can relate in those ways. And then speech delays are something we deal with 2 of our children that are really drastically change the way you communicate with people, because they communicate via screams or touching or hitting or facial expressions. And thank God that over the past couple of years, their language use has drastically increased, like leaps and bounds. Very grateful for that. And because you just want to know what's going on inside of them.
Sure. I mean, because the spectrum's so wide, like
yeah,
I have almost none of the same stuff as my son Atticus. So, like it's all over the place. Like
the spectrum is,
I'm somewhat well spoken. I have a dumb high IQ. I don't like people to know because I can't live up to it. Had to test it twice too, but we have a lot in common. Like we both picked up the drums quickly.
Nice.
He learned to read very early, like
nice.
2.5, 3 years old. Like
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he can text quicker than me. It's insane.
Wow, that's incredible. That's cool, man. Yeah. They get.
So you got 2 that are autistic?
Yeah, we got 2 that are autistic. Our first child and our third child. So our first son and our only daughter, and then our middle son is more literate and more well-spoken than us or anyone we've ever met. And he's, Gemini stellium, just complete mental space is where he is, remembers everything, knows everything, has ideas about everything, has opinions about everything. Intelligent, just like beyond intelligent. And our other 2 children are as well, but they're kind of trapped in terms of the communication. They are breaking out of it and getting better at it. And it's been interesting because like lately we've been talking about our middle child has been like, okay, so I was a child that I was always embarrassed at child type stuff. Like I would be in kindergarten or whatever, and they would play like the ABC song or Barney or some shit, and I would like be like, this is embarrassing. like I had a very adult attitude towards like childhood things. And now I'm able to experience and appreciate and enjoy those childhood things through my own children, except my middle child is like how is the way I am. Like, he does stuff. Yeah, it's just kid shit, man. He doesn't like clothes with like logos or characters on them. He likes plain clothes. He's very, he doesn't like kid stuff. It's very weird. But he's been learning to appreciate kid stuff through my other children, and they've been teaching him to get a little more playful. Because a lot of their communication is through play and sounds and noises and singing and, things like that. And yet my middle child has also been teaching my autistic children how to talk with their words more, like directing them in that way. And then my autistic children are teaching him to lighten up and stop being such an adult 5-year-old. Stop being so serious.
Yeah, right.
A little more fun. So, because he's so analytical and so,
the most intense thing that I haven't outgrown would probably be like my thoughts. It's really hard to describe. It's my thoughts are like a record skipping, and that record skips depending on my heart rate. Like if my blood pressure and heart rate goes up, it's more often, and I'll get stuck on things, like stuck on subjects, and I know I've just said it, but I can't move on somehow. That's and whenever I got
for me,
if I get too many things to remember.
Yeah. Were you like that before Suboxone?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I think my wife named it listing, but if I get like more than 3 things I've got to remember, I can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like I shut down, instead of like getting out a piece of paper and making a checklist. If I'm in a situation where I can't do that, which is most of life, then I just shut down totally. I might as well be a zombie.
Is that
everything else I've outgrown?
Do you have hyper focus on one of the things, like in very, very extreme concentration on one of them, and that's why you can't divide it as much?
No, they all go away whenever they add up.
Okay.
Even the initial task. Yeah, it pretty much I shut down and become worthless. I don't know how I was able to play drums. I mean, for some reason that worked out, And like you could divide your brain into 5 very easily. You know.
Yeah, with drums, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're a drummer too. Did we just become best friends?
Please, can we? The fuck?
You want to go to the garage and do karate?
Bro. Let's end the stream right now, bro.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's get on this.
You guys live in the Carolinas, right?
I'm
not coming over or anything.
No. We made good friends with we thought we made good friends with like a lot of people in that area. We went to the Flattoberfest. We were so grateful to be able to set up our booth, and we were very we had no money at the time, and we were man, we want to get our message out there, and we thought we were just going to go there and hand out free samples, which is what we did. We were just it was almost like a bartending thing where I was just pouring future shots for everyone. and I gave out so much because my whole idea in the beginning was like, give away, it will come back to you.
Oh yeah. And it will too. And
it did. And it was really cool to meet so many cool people with so many different cool ideas. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we were open to anything at the time. Open to, and we still are open to anyone. Doesn't matter what they believe or what they think or whatever. But we were like, yeah, man, this is a very mysterious world in terms of, I don't even know how I exist right now. And I don't know how cell phones work. Someone can explain it to me and break it down, but they'll never be able to explain where the metals and the...
Nobody knows shit, bro.
Well,
you are there.
You'll never know where it comes from, like how the initial creation of it. You can measure the miracle and tell me all about the aspects of it, but you'll never know. So I was always intrigued, and maybe that's my autism, I don't know. Always intrigued at the existence alone. Yeah. So I loved the idea of festivals. Like we went to astrology conventions, and we had a booth at just all different types of alternative ways of thinking, right? Yeah. And just experimenting with the world. So man, we had such a good time, and just I think a lot of people get they start to depend on certain audiences and certain avenues of revenue and money and things like that, and inevitably, like every business, there becomes cult aspects to it. So it's unfortunate that sometimes when you disagree with people or weird things happen, all of a sudden, you kind of get categorized as excommunicated. But I'm grateful for those times that we had with all different types of people like that.
Just real quick, Gene edited made these drumsticks for me.
No way, really?
Yeah, and he mailed them to me. He wanted me to show you in chat.
What is that made out of? Is that wood?
I don't know. This is some kind of poly. You would have to say in chat. You know what? Speaking of that whole listing thing I was telling you about,
yeah,
it causes me to interrupt a lot because I'll never get back to it.
So
you know what I mean?
For me,
so my brain just goes go.
Yeah,
and I hate that because it's so socially awkward.
I'm okay with it. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I'm very aware of it. Like I try my best to yield as much as possible.
Yeah.
But I'm multitasking right now. Lowry usually co-produces or just takes the helm totally.
Rico, you need to be more quiet, okay? You need to stay less.
You need to keep that chest out more often. I never noticed how your chesticle hanging out there in your profile. I'm not talking about her. Well, that's fine. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all good.
Right arm, farm out.
I'm eating a pot brownie, so we'll see how it goes in about an hour.
Yeah, someone that has the name that starts with an R and ends with an A-Ray just mailed me some.
Oh, yeah?
I'm seriously going to eat a crumb and see how it goes because...
Just eat the fucking thing. It won't kill you. Fuck it.
Bag, bro.
Yeah, but I haven't... It's probably been a decade.
No, I'm just joking. Dip your toes, for sure.
I'm going to think I have. The last time I had a hardcore, smoked way too much.
Yeah.
I figured out a lot of stuff, man. It was crazy. sound waves, and I was writing. I was like, well, let's see if I can get through some like Dillinger Escape Plan or Meshuggah. Like I was like drum parts that I would get stumped on, and sure enough, I was able to chart them out. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Just letting go of inhibitions and the worry of figuring it out and just going for it and just being able to tune into things.
Yeah, I'll get better at this. Like, they had to take a few weeks off, and so I got a little bit better at it, but they've been back for 4 or 5 weeks, so I lost control. Other than the TikTok videos, I think I pretty much nailed it. What do you think, Lanolin? The Diet Coke would be nice. Diet Coke. Yep. Lanolin.
You know what stuff will kill you?
Is Diet Coke without the sugar?
Huh?
What's Diet Coke? Is it Coke without sugar?
Oh, no, I was talking to my assistant. It's got aspartame in it.
Oh, Diet Coke has aspartame instead of sugar. Okay. All right.
That joke's never going to land. I don't have an assistant. I just sometimes I get nervous and I'll just start
Sounds
talking.
good.
It just
you should run with it. Yeah, you should run with it.
This isn't the one about skateboarding. This is about conspiracies.
It sure looks like you have an assistant.
Well, maybe you should have worn a bra next time. What? I know I'm not funny. I'm working on it. Dave was like, that's the whole reason why I started this show right here. And it took me a while to launch after he taught me into it. He's like, you've got to do some kind of show or something. You're hilarious. And for some reason, I've tried stand-up comedy twice and bombed both times. Well, it was like an open mic night. It wasn't like a big deal.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like that in the sense that I can't totally be myself. So my humor's not like my timing's way off. I can't land it. It's so much harder to land a joke here than in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, I make my friends laugh till they cry when they're around me. Like, people call me to cheer them up. Here, once in a while, I get a good one. And on other people's shows, I get a good one.
Yeah. I totally relate, dude. And I love comedy so much. And the fact that you've done it twice is incredible. Open mic, doesn't matter what it, like that's awesome, dude. That takes balls. Like,
well, the crowd was real easy too, because like you got your singer-songwriter beside you, and you've got all these other people that just want you to be nice to them too. So they're supportive. But it was a bunch of, I was just ripping off Mitch Hedberg. That was my whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could, let's see.
He was one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah, I was about 3 minutes into taking a shit the other day, and I thought to myself, did I just miss my exit?
Very good.
I told you. I'm shitting myself. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Guys, I'm gonna turn it like this whole stream I've just been like,
she's sick. She can't breathe.
I look so silly. The whole stream, my mouth is open because I can't breathe out my nose. And I'm like, I need to get
that sucks.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Are you out? Did I mention that I just got my voice back last night?
Yeah.
Like I lost my voice because I had a cold.
Thank God you got it back, bro. It's a beautiful thing. You got a beautiful voice. So.
Oh, thank you.
You do. You've got a very comforting voice. It's a fact.
Man, that's the best compliment I've heard all night. That's awesome, man. Well, I've had a lot going on. Like when I was drinking too much, I had that issue online, and when I had a stroke, then I had an issue. I got dental work done. I had a speech issue in and out on that, removal and new. So I've had to relearn to talk a couple times.
Same. I can relate.
When you can't tell when your mouth's closed. Like I've had people accuse me, which I could see why they think it. That's fine. I don't care. But I've had people accuse me of being on meth because I can't leave my mouth alone.
Oh, right.
That's what's going on. There's no feeling in them.
When you get massive dental overhaul type shit going on, that like you do have to relearn like how to speak. Kind of. I can relate. I've had a lot of dental shit done like that. It's you know, and it's depressing and discouraging. It really is. Like. You know what I mean? It's very self-conscious type, you know.
I had to lose my whole top row.
Yeah.
And lost my insurance in the middle of that.
Oh,
but
man.
Luckily I hit it pretty well. And it's not my thought, like my people that I trust around me, like even the way I was laughing, I was keeping, like right now as I talk, you're only seeing my bottom row anyway.
Yeah. And see, like just like drugs, like those things can stifle your growth as well, because your focus is on maintaining a something that no one else has to think about. You know, everyone else can just talk freely and whatever, but you're talking about something while also trying to concentrate on how to, first of all, pronounce the words in an understandable way, and to protect yourself from extreme like judgment of people that don't understand what the situation is. So, like, kudos to you, man. Like that, it's hard, dude. Like I understand. I do with that issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens to a lot of people anyway, but I think the biggest culprit beyond heroin, I was never really into meth, and I've done a whole lot of coke, but believe it or not, I was never a coke head. But opiates and methadone, people think it's because junkies don't brush their teeth. It has nothing to do with that. They rot from the inside.
They rot, exactly. My dentist told me that before I ever touched an opiate. He said, you know, opiates rot your enamel from the inside out.
Yeah.
Opiate.
I can remember biting into a steak and losing one of my front ones first.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God, life is over.
Terrible. It's terrible. And it is because it's image shattering. And you know, it's harder to interact with people that don't understand and to talk to them in real life. And it is, man. It's sad. We live in such a judgmental world, but this is the physical plane, the earth. This is the earth plane. Like, this is physical, you know. And Najla and I were talking earlier, it's like watery people and fiery people have a harder time here, because you're always experiencing earth and air. Always. You're always breathing air. You're always experiencing earth. You're always talking. You're always on earth and dealing with physicality, right? But water, although it's necessary for cleaning and for hydration, it's not a constant. It's something you need, but it's sprinkled throughout your day instead of just being your day. In fire, same thing. It's not all day, and you do need it to cook and to stay warm and everything like that. But earth and air are constants every day.
Good analogy. That's a perfect analogy.
You know, and I just think, you know, all of these slivers of truth in each of these subjects, you know, shed light on a lot of other subjects. But I think you're doing great, dude. About the teeth thing, like you know, like a bullshitter can spot a bullshitter. Someone with teeth problems can spot someone else with teeth problems, you know. So I've always thought you've been a pro in that area.
So you have noticed the teeth problems?
Only because because of my experience in my own life.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But it was in a complimentary way. Like, oh, he's crushing at what I'm trying to do as well. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, actually, that was one thing that I did notice that helped out a lot, is like, dude, that dude's got blah, blah, blah going on.
Yeah.
And I love him to death. Why,
right.
You know, and it took me like figuring out that not
That's how I
everyone's
feel
perfect.
about you, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Not many people noticed. I mean, I think the only time someone in this crowd noticed was in person, and I accidentally forgot and smiled real big with a picture with Ted Sumner.
Oh, okay.
At I think the night I met you, actually. Yeah. No, this was a different one, different place. But we went to take a selfie, and I was like, oh, hey, can I see those? He's like, why? And then I told him, he's like, let me see. Yep, that one. Boom, you know?
Yeah. You know,
it's so ironic. I love smiling. I love laughing. I love comedy, you know, like.
You know, and what's sad is, like, it's not even the opiates and rotting the enamel from the inside out is not everything, because, like, it absolutely is hereditary in a lot of ways. Like, when I was born, I wasn't born with a lot of my adult teeth. If you look at my x-rays from when I was a child, there is no adult teeth developing at any age underneath my baby teeth. Like, I think I had half of them, and so since I was like 11 years old, beautiful teeth. But I had bridges and fake teeth since I was like 11 years old, because my baby teeth would fall out and no other teeth would come up after that. It was just, that was it, you know, for like maybe, I don't know, 40% of my mouth or whatever. So that's the scary thing. You're just waiting for them to come in, and they never come in. So I started getting like bridges like really young and stuff. And then when my children were born, all three of my children had enamel hypoplasia, where some of their teeth grow in without enamel. So it's like born without skin on, and just these naked teeth exposed to the nerves and everything. So
do they have enamel you can add to that, or?
No, I mean, a lot of it, they just deteriorate extremely quickly and they just have to be removed. And it's weird because it was, for each of them, it was the same set of teeth in a row that didn't have the enamel when they were born. And all the other teeth around it were pearly white, beautiful, strong teeth. And then we got x-rays done and they even all have adult teeth, pearly whites underneath. So thank God they have all their adult teeth, unlike me when I was young. They're born like all their adult teeth that is now pushing through, like they are there and extremely healthy, but their baby teeth in the same exact area for each of my children came in without enamel. So we had to get extractions done like when they were like 3 years old. And that's, and some of it involved anesthesia and silver teeth replacement. Like my son, he's got a bunch of silver in his mouth. I'm jealous, man. I wish I had it. And but it just sucks. They had to go through this, and this was like, we never gave them sugar or high fructose corn syrup or anything. Only gave them like organic milk and yogurt and like pineapple, all these things that are amazing for your teeth, xylitol. We did everything we could and still had these issues. And just some things just are what they fucking are. Like, and it's sad, like, to watch a child go through that, because it's painful when, because without enamel, then you're opening the door to infection. You're opening the door to all these things, and bringing them to the dentist at 3 years old when they're autistic, and literally having to hold them down.
Ooh, yeah.
And they're looking at me in their eyes and crying as like they're getting their teeth ripped out, like fucking sad.
Man, my son, I could see. He doesn't like to be touched, so. Never mind. If you touch him the wrong way, he'll hit you.
Yeah.
He's not out of anger, out of reaction,
Right. Yeah. Natural reaction. Yeah. Yeah. Same. And it's like, especially also when they're autistic and they can't talk and you're trying to explain to them what's happening and why it's happening. And, it was cool because, I got to see how strong my children were in such a dark time. For each of them. And then like my firstborn son, after he got the extractions he needed, because we were worried about infection and everything like that, for the non-enamel teeth he happened to have. All his other teeth are incredible, way better than I've ever had, but we had to get those ones out. And when we did afterwards, he was like lighter, he had a heaviness about him up until that point. And so I don't know. There's some spiritual weird connection with teeth, and
I agree,
yeah.
Man.
I forgot you were here. I'm sorry, dude. I've been rambling. I've just been fucking.
Has your chest always been out in your profile pic, and I've never noticed? Because that's all I see now.
What?
His chest is out, and like his safety jacket is pulled back. I've never noticed that.
It's not a safety jacket.
What is it? Just bad taste?
I used to think that was his hand at the bottom of the screen, but that's his dick, you guys.
No, that's my hand at the bottom. That's a beach towel, I think. Beach towel.
Oh, that makes more sense. I was like,
it's a hotel.
When did you do work at a?
He says that so he doesn't get censored on YouTube. But
we all. Right.
I actually had 2 rows of bottom teeth.
2 rows?
2 rows?
Yeah. Oh, you fucking reptilian?
Yeah. Of course not.
Freak of the reptilian.
My wife has met one, and she lets me share the story. You want to hear an actual reptilian story?
I like a good reptile story.
All right, so she's in high dentistry, or high-end dentistry. That's what she does. And like Franklin, where Paramore and where all the rock stars and NFL guys move, Franklin, Tennessee. And she's giving a consultation to this guy's wife, and she's talking to her and her husband. And her husband, his eyes suddenly turn into like slits. I think she said with like a strange color, different, like, color change too. And then after she noticed it, they went back, and then he telepathically said, "I know you caught that. Don't say anything out loud." And if you knew my wife, she's like definitely the level-headed of the two. If she says it, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so she met. Oh, and it turns out what he does for a living too makes so much sense. He's a developer for DARPA. So
Wow.
like all around that made sense. And this is like well before Flat Earth, like probably 2013, whenever this story happened.
How you doing,
Like,
Joanna?
What's up, girl?
Daryl Davis, Gushman's coming next, bro. Again, I need to place an order with this angel we call Daryl Davis. I know he's a human in disguise but he's an angel as a human in disguise. I know that, and I won't tell too many people that, but like it is what it is. I want to place an angelic order with you. Gushmints were one of my favorite strains that Daryl. A few years ago, we got Gushmints from this. Daryl is. I'll tell you this: like the most talented grower I've ever met is definitely a flat earther. It's incredible, dude. It's incredible. Daryl impresses me every fucking time, and he's so generous. I just want to promote him as much as I can, and I know it's a weird.
I know, man.
What's the name of his business? Because like the man that shall not be named, Ray. I think he's getting it from him, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, like fucking incredible. Just he's amazing. He's just an amazing dude across the board. Daryl needs all the praise in the world. I don't know how to promote him because it's only legal in certain states, but
yeah, my wife was like,
"What's your bullshit? It's a motherfucking plant."
I told my wife, "Hey, if there's a package in the mail, let me go check it."
I agree.
I agree. I'm sorry.
Like Flat Earth Farms, but like how? There's no website or anything. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not.
Yeah.
You can't go here. You know, like you kind of got to know if you got to know, but that makes it cool too. Like that makes it feel special in a way.
Yeah.
But I want him to grow. I want him to get attention.
Right. I agree.
Did you hear about what I said about my wife checking the mail?
Yeah.
I was like, if there's any package at all, make sure that. Hold on. You know what? I just lost it. We're good.
He's a talent, Daryl. He's a fucking talent, man. Oh shit! All right. There you go, people. There you go. See, and it's hard to do that. It's hard to advertise a phone number, but he's a badass.
He said advertise. He's good. He advertised it right there.
There you go. There you go. If you know, you know.
I know.
I almost dropped the stream altogether and didn't throw anything. I'm so proud of myself.
Good job.
It's not hard to hit that little red button in the corner accidentally.
Yeah, well, I got a touch screen too, but my right hand shakes so bad that I don't like. Well, it's not doing too bad right now, but it shakes so bad that sometimes I can't even write. And so sometimes I'll just miss something just perfectly. And during the commercials, why you didn't see the end of Lowry's video, I hit something and it doubled the StreamYard screens. And I X'd out the wrong one, which was the rest of my links. And I was like, oh, here we go. And I was like, you know what? Pretend it didn't happen. Like with drums, in jazz drums, they're like, if you fuck up, do it twice and call it jazz. I ruined that joke.
No, that's good. I get it.
Are you left or right handed?
Ambidextrous. Oh, with a pen, right handed.
I get yeah, right handed.
Unless I'm doing the stranger, where you sit on your right hand for a long time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't keep a promise, man. And I told the guys I stopped making any dirty jokes. And then every video Nico sends me is dirtier than anything I've ever said. I'm like, we got a little bit of a double standard here. Yeah. Maybe they mean for me to stop talking about my junk.
Yeah.
Fourth grader's birthday party.
I think it's kind of prejudice, like people talk about junk all the time. Why can't Rico talk about his junk?
It's nothing to write home about, so it's not like I'm going the wrong direction with it.
Right. Everyone relax. Like, don't be intimidated about it.
Ray, you just messed up the word wow.
He did?
Somehow, some way.
Yeah, Jay, what's up with your new screen name? User GG2XR8IL9V.
I need to give Daryl a wrench.
They don't like you. That's fucking a crazy name. Yeah.
Jana, right? Like I gave it like 6 or 7 extra syllables the first few times I said it.
Jana.
Just
I wonder why it does have a user.
Well, my mom's screen name used to be Mombrero, and I don't even know if she knows how to change. If you're still here, no offense. If she knows how to change her band name. Shit. Screen name. My head's all over the place.
Go ahead.
Got what?
It's so special, Jay. It's so, so unique. It's like a jail. It's like a jail number ID on your shirt. It's that special.
Actually, I'm curious. Like, did you do that on purpose, Jay? Because Jay was way easier.
Way easier.
Must be
yeah, you can change your handle. Yeah, they tried to add numbers to mine a couple years ago, and I just took them away.
Yeah, my mom's is not only Mombrero, but I put the 2 umlauts over the O. By the way, that's not really in my name at all. That's definitely growing up on Motley Crue. So nothing to do with being a German Jew.
I've been listening to lately a lot of "Ain't Talking About Love" by Van Halen.
Yeah.
Oh wow, is that 1984-ish?
I'm not sure.
Close. Yeah.
The band, the album name
could be 79. I don't know. But
one of the little ones is sick too, huh?
Yeah, you hear him in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been sick. They all got better. We all got really sick, including myself. I completely lost my voice and everything. And then we got better like a week ago, and then a couple days ago it just came right back. So I don't know. What's going on.
You guys, I know we're not backstage, but just out of curiosity, can you hear this when I'm playing? Nope, you can't. Cool. All right. I just found a way easier way to sift through videos whenever I'm doing a stream.
Nice.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think StreamYard is awesome and it's very user friendly, but there's some things that they just don't get what you're trying to do or what you're going for, so they don't know how to make it user friendly. You know?
Yeah.
It's definitely a live and learn thing, unless you're Lowry.
And you don't want to be Lowry.
No. Did you catch the strange word moment where I? Oh yeah, you were there. Where he he was on mute, and whenever I went on after him, I pretended to be on mute.
Rookie mistake. Hate to say it.
The funnier part than that joke is how what you guys didn't see, which how giddy I got when I got the idea to do it. Old man humor.
No, dude. We're all getting older. We're all getting older, but every year they say something's going to happen. Nothing ever fucking happens.
They found the red heifer.
Oh yeah, they found that bitch 5 years ago.
No. It was just this year. No. It's new.
No, those were fake. Like they were dyed or something. I remember because they found like 3 or something, right?
Right, but this year they found the real one. Until they find out next year that they really found the real one.
What are they gonna do with it?
They found my ex.
It never stops, dude. And this shit's been going on forever.
Yeah. So
it's great in terms of marketing. It's wonderful. Yeah.
The perfect ginger cow.
The unblemished ginger cow, yes. Witsit was talking about it a couple months ago. He's like, bro, they fucking found it. I was like, we were saying they found it in 2017. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we did find it. Like, but nothing happened. And they keep finding it. Like, goddamn. Like what you said. No, that one had white hair they found after they fucking slaughtered it and sacrificed it. They found it had a white pube, and it fucking kiboshed the whole thing. But you already tithed every week for us for a year, so but don't blame God for what people do. So again, next find another heifer, and this will be legit. It's all it's pretty fun. It's a good time when you see what it is. I don't know.
Multitasking. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, man. I'm rambling about red heifers.
Don't be sorry. You're not a Canadian.
Dude, sorry.
You're not
I have multiple screens. The very first time I got them, Nathan commercials on the video is like, so you quit alcohol and you took up meth? I'm like, no, there's a screen over there. I swear to God. It's like huge too. So, and there's some things I do better on my phone. So I'm looking up here, looking here, looking down here. Like I got a lot going on.
Yeah, the chat just thinks it's drug psychosis. And,
that's why I couldn't get into it. Like I liked the way it felt the first couple hours, but I like sleep too much for that whole 3-day crap. What
are you talking about, meth?
Yeah, or speed in general. Coke
meth?
had a horrible crash to me.
Oh man.
Both were great for the thing that's even better on ecstasy.
Yeah, sexual stuff. Yeah, for sure.
But even that needs to be up front, like within a few hours before it gets to a self-conscious place. Intimacy issues. I've got intimacy.
When I was in Texas, I knew this kid. He was like a real symmetrical looking dude, like 21 years old. Could have been a model, like type dude. Like you see him, and you're like, oh, like you're a popular kid in high school, like type dude, like right. Clean cut, clean shaven, like tall, whatever. Just like, oh, you're a symmetrical looking popular dude, right? And I met him through another person who was using drugs and heroin mainly. And he was a really smart dude who knew about how to dissolve certain drugs into certain liquids and get certain results in certain ways. And so we started talking. He's like, and he was cool. I was like, oh wow. The next day, he came by where I was staying, and his face looked like he had just come out of a horror movie. He had boils and cuts and gashes and pick marks all over his face, and he couldn't stop touching his face. He had literally his fingernails. He had ripped his entire face apart within like 24 hours from meeting this dude. And he's like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "You need a ride to work?" And he was just trying to get me to I was like, dude, the shit that can turn people into is fascinating to me.
Oh, I know.
Overnight.
The zombie stuff.
Overnight, yeah, real.
And don't get me started on fentanyl.
And it was so sad. He was such like a healthy, good-looking dude. Like I was like, man, like 21 years old, had his whole life in front of him, and just like overnight, I hope he's all right now.
Fentanyl took both my little and big brother.
Did it?
And in rapid succession too.
Oh my
Speaking
God.
of Nathan, he saw that breakdown. Definitely had to buy a new hotel TV. I'm not kidding.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Oh,
weird shit happens. Yeah, the fentanyl thing, man. The xylazine and nitazines and all that. That's definitely warfare on some level.
Hey, buddy, you want to say goodnight before we go? We're about done. I usually don't do this anymore because I guess he can't hear me. Because no matter how clean this show is, it turns out someone says the worst thing when my son has the cans on, but he can't hear you guys.
No, I won't say anything.
It's usually me.
Oh, you said someone.
Well, I mean, everybody too, but
yeah.
Like even DJ is like, yeah, that's just a bad look. DJ is probably the most level-headed, mature of all of us.
No, it's
Here's
true.
my dog.
Come here,
Pup.
for 2 hours. So, yeah.
That's true.
Atticus,
you will say goodnight. Coco.
So cool, you named him Atticus, bro. Very
cool.
They can't see you, I don't think. Come here.
We're in the spirit world, asshole. They can't see us.
Can you see him? No.
Atta
All right.
Kips.
They see what they see. So, there
What's
you go.
up, dude?
Good night.
Good night. Good
You look
night.
you look very QR code tonight.
Yeah.
The dog wants a cameo too, but he's not gonna do it. All right, good night, buddy. Dude, uh-oh, hold on. Nashla. I was looking in the corner of my mind, not up at a screen. All right, Nashla, James, thank you for the short notice guest appearance.
Oh,
I thought that was a great conversation. I'm not good at taking compliments. If I got a little awkward there, like for some reason when I'm sober, I don't know how I would have played drums sober, because taking compliments is just like, it's not an aw shucks thing. It's like, why is this guy lying? Because I'm
no. Take it as an observation. Don't take it as
I will. But you guys were great, man. And like, between me having a cold and you guys being busy, I usually have at least one conversation with every guest before the show. So I can take, write some notes. That way I have a direction to go, and I wasn't able to do that. But
I was planning on calling you. I had all these Facebook Marketplace things I needed to, like, I was running around all over New York trying to get certain things for a certain thing. And I'm sorry, I meant to call you and go over that, but I think it went good. Like I know the general vibe of,
yeah.
Of certain things that, is good to talk about, that we both understand. Something like, what we talked about earlier on. And I honestly, like, I love talking to people that, to people like you, specifically yourself, that knows about these subjects in an intimate way. It's comforting. So,
well, Elevator pitched the show as a talk show where the guests are all conspiracy theorists, but at the end of the day, we're also trying to bring humor into it. And that's why I put it on Sundays. Like that way you can wind down, especially if it was a bad week and all things conspiracy. So I pitched it as being more of a positive conversation thing with some general outline. Like I don't write lines or anything, just like, oh, that was interesting. I want to talk about that. Oh, that was interesting,
Right. Yeah.
And notice, Bear, I can't believe that you came on for me like this, and I hardly used you at all. I owe you one.
Oh, dude, that's cool. I'm just eating pot brownies and snacking on a little food here, and
man, I should go live whenever I do my first one.
Kind of hanging out a little bit,
How long does it take to kick in? That
well,
way I know not to
sometimes
take
it's
more
quick,
yet.
sometimes it's not. It's kind of, there's no pattern.
Case by case. Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's weird. Like, and sometimes if you eat that, and then it's like you wait a few minutes or 30 minutes, and then if you eat food after you eat that, it like kind of intensifies it.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing, but I do now.
Yeah, I'm glad I heard that. It should be here any day now. I think my wife was definitely like, well, if I see a package in the mail, I'm going to leave it there and you have to come get it. But that little QR code in the top part of the screen I put on during Lowry's commercial. He's got a career spanning CD set or album set or digital set or whatever you want to call it. It's 4 LPs and 2 live records. You can pay whatever you want. There's a link to that there in the top left corner of the screen. And it'll be there tomorrow, 100%. Looking forward to it. I might go live. It depends on how I feel. But I love you guys very much. I love you, Sombrero Gang. And I'm going to play us out with a little bit of Lowry.
All right.
And sorry if I messed up your commercial, Lowry. I'll get it right next time.
Rico, thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for inviting me.
Hey, you'll do several if you like it, because
yeah, for sure. Everyone go subscribe.
Mark Sargent was just on for like the third time.
But I just shameless plug. Everyone can go subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and we can build this thing together and hopefully hang out more often.
All right, let's do it anytime too, and especially if you guys come up with something new that you're tripping on, like call me. You know, I'll fit you in.
Oh, thanks, man.
All right, much love, gang. Have a great night.
What the hell have I done? Gone and lost another year, watching things curve into here. Falling up the only thing I have, fearing that which can't reach me at all, knowing only that which meets my heart. Like 1,000 times I have run in the walk of my own, waves and tides breaking beaches of strife. It's the way I know I should not be, watching love destroy everything. Perhaps I should go now to sleep and see. Like 1,000 times I have run in the walk of my waves and tides breaking beaches of strife. 1,000 times I have run in the walk of my own, waves and tides breaking beaches of strife. 1,000 times I have run in the walk of waves and tides breaking beaches in the light. 1,000 times I have run in the walk of my own, waves and